Hey guys, I know that a lot of you guys are very disappointed. You guys don't even understand the level of disappointed that I actually am or have been. I know you guys were pretty much waiting on a response from me. I just have so much going on, y'all. It's crazy. I don't really want to address too much of the situation just because I'm the type of person, like, I like to move forward, you know what I'm saying? I have so much invested into just my life, period, and I'm at the point where I really don't have time for games. I don't have time for foolishness. I'm a mother first, number one, you know, and it's just certain things that I don't play about. I feel like certain men at certain points in their lives, they have a struggle with being mature and knowing when and when not to play games. If y'all didn't know, I started YouTube by myself back in, like, this was before I had kids. I started YouTube by myself. I had a personal channel and I still have it, if you guys didn't know. My passion at the time was different because it was something that I really love to do. Not to say that I don't love to do it now, but I feel like now YouTube is starting to become very just like stressful. Like, it doesn't feel fun anymore. Like, when I first started my channel, I was doing more so like hair reviews, beauty stuff, like things that represented princess, you know. And I still do that on my channel. I mean, I haven't been on there lately just because there has been so much going on, but I do still, you know, focus a little bit on that channel because that's a piece of me that I started before I had even gotten into a relationship with Phlo. So when me and Phlo got together, I was like, I want to start a couples channel. The first couple that I've ever watched that I really fell in love with, that inspired me, that reminded me of me and Phlo, was the Rush fam. So when I saw them, I was like, oh my God, I want to, you know, make a couples channel. I didn't know people were actually doing that, you know. And so I started, you know, we just started picking up the camera and doing videos, and I started getting into pranks and stuff like that. He never been into pranks, which is true. Now, what I am gonna say is, and I'm not trying to defend Phlo, this is not that type of video. I'm not coming on here to do that. The only thing that I'm coming on here to do really is to basically just express myself, because I haven't really talked about this with anybody, really, other than Chaz, because me and her are like this. And as YouTubers, you know, it's hard to speak to people that are not YouTubers because a lot of people just don't understand, like, the pressures of what we deal with. And I know sometimes it is kind of hard to tell real from fake. And, you know, I just feel like when it is certain things like that's pranks, it should never, ever go that far. Never go to that extreme. And I know Phlo is the type of person, he likes to help other people. One thing that I do want to say, though, because I have been seeing, I had to turn my comments off because I got tired of seeing this, but one thing that I do want to say and clear up for y'all: YouTube is not our only source of income. Matter of fact, to be honest with y'all, YouTube doesn't even make us the bulk of our money. We have other businesses and other things that we do outside of YouTube that's been making us money. That's residual passive income that we've been receiving way before YouTube. So I don't want y'all to think that, you know, any one of us will be coming on here to do something for views and all this. Like, honestly, I don't care about any of that. I could delete this channel right now and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I came here to do. I don't care about the views. My whole reason for starting YouTube and being a couples channel was to inspire y'all, entertain y'all, have fun, you know, and at the same time, you know, do something with my man that we can share together. If y'all didn't know, me and Phlo were actually music artists in Atlanta. That was something that me and him have in common, that we'll always have in common, like us making music together, and we make amazing music together. Like, it's crazy. So I was like, yo, let's start a channel. I feel like our chemistry together on stage is good. Like, I want to get in front of the camera and actually share it with more people or whatever. But honestly, y'all, like, it's just becoming so exhausting. It's like, wow. It takes the fun out of it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I understand in a sense, you know, kind of where Phlo is, just because, and like I said, I'm not defending him. I couldn't even watch his whole video. Like, I didn't even watch the whole thing. I heard him talking about prank king, and it's just like, what? Like, since whenever did you give a fuck about being a prank king? Like, that's not what we own. Like, we got businesses that we're supposed to be focusing on right now. Like, since when did you ever, you know what I'm saying? But Phlo's the type of person, you know, when he does something, he wants to be the best at what he does. You know, he's a Taurus, and Tauruses, they have extreme, you know, ways of doing things. Very extreme. Like, I must say that. Like, me, on the other hand, I don't care about, you know, fame. I don't care about, you know, like money. Like, you know what I'm saying? My family, we come from wealth. I have businesses that were passed down to me from family, and you know what I'm saying, just wealth, real estate, all that kind of stuff. So I just want y'all to understand that it's never, ever, 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 ever about that. Now, all that stuff about the prank king and stuff and all that stuff, I just, it's like, what? Like, okay, bro, whatever. You want to be prank king, whatever. Also, I know y'all see the title. I know y'all see kind of like, you know, basically, yes, the title is true. I am calling off the engagement for now, just because I feel like I have so much going on, and I feel like the rest of this year is going to be too stressful for me to try to plan a wedding. Like, wedding planning already is just stressful, and I feel like it's just so much happening in my life, some things that I haven't even disclosed with you guys, that I feel like is going to take a lot of my time and effort and responsibility. And I don't think me trying to plan a wedding in between all that is going to line up the way that I want it to line up. I want to be able to focus on something. A wedding planning is supposed to be happy. It is stressful, but it's supposed to be a happy thing. Now, not to say that I'm questioning leaving Phlo, because I know a lot of y'all saying in the comments, I'm not just gonna up and leave him off no prank. Phlo has made so many more bad mistakes in our relationship. Not to say anything about cheating or anything, because he's never done that, but you know, he's made so many, you know, and guys do, they make dumb decisions sometimes, that sometimes some of them they can't come back from, but we've always been able to work through those things. So I'm not just gonna say I'm just gonna leave, up and leave, you know what I'm saying? We got a house together, we got so much that we built together. Like, I'm not just gonna up and leave. I'll leave YouTube before I do that. I'm just saying, it just, for me as an adult, it just doesn't make sense where I am in my life to just cut ties. Like, it just doesn't work like that. Like, you know, besides, you know, Phlo has a great relationship with my girls. Like, I would be affecting so much just by doing that. Now, I have dealt with him accordingly. I have dealt with him on a very strenuous level, and you know, like I said, he understands the whole thing was just completely wrong. Like, just completely, like, he's feeling the pressure. He's definitely feeling the pressure. There's nothing, I don't think there's nothing more that I can do, you know, because, you know, of course, getting married is something that, you know, he's been wanting to do ever since he's met me. So it's like, sometimes, bro, you just gotta learn, like, you know, this was a bad time for me. I have a lot on my plate. The whole situation with my uncle, I'm over here trying to organize, you know, getting all of my family together so we can all go out and like search for him. So it's just been a lot, you know, a lot on my plate, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, number one, I'm a mom. There's a lot of things that I haven't even been able to participate in with my own children because, you know, it's just, I'm over here worrying about this, you feel me? And I don't like letting my girls down. And when I feel like I'm getting to that point, I feel like, okay, something has to give, something has to change. And if I have to sacrifice my engagement or whatever and give that up, then that's what that's going to be for now, until we can figure out where we are in this growth process. Because like I said, I can't play games right now. Like, this is not the type of stuff that we do on YouTube. It's extremely embarrassing. I just feel like we too old to be playing them kinds of games. I'm trying to get back to that space where we were when we first started. And a lot of y'all know, like, you know, we were that spicy couple. We were the couple that was always doing like really spicy pranks. You could see the love through the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. Now it's just almost like, okay, you going and helping somebody else pull off some kidnapping. Like that bro was just out of line. Like, it was out of line. So that's where I'm at with everything. I know a lot of you guys were DMing me saying things like, why was I still with him? And because I guess you guys might have seen, you know, us at Kiana's signing. She just got signed to, well, she just signed a deal with a major TV network. So we were there celebrating. Now, one thing about that is me and Phlo are both signed to the same network as Kiana, and we're mutual, like we're both her friends. So it's like, you know, that was an event that we were both invited to. So it's not like I'm gonna go and he's not gonna go. Like that, we don't move like that. And then also our friends got married, you know what I'm saying? So of course we went to the wedding. Like, there's still things that go on in our lives. Like, it's not like we're gonna stop our life and stop what we're doing in life because he made a mistake. You feel me? Like, it don't work like that. The way that I deal with things and the way that I, you know, handle him, you know, it's in a way where he is literally just brought down to his knees. Like, he, you know what I'm saying, is very, very sorry. But for me, sorry for me, just not enough. I don't do the whole sorry, because you can't sorry your way to the altar. Like, baby, that ain't gonna work for me. It is that kind of stuff just don't work for me. But like I said, this is not one of those things. If y'all were looking for me to just come on here and be like, oh, I'm leaving him, I just feel like that's reaching. And if I did come on here and say something like that, then that's when y'all should be like, oh yeah, it is fake, because I know Princess is not just gonna leave him over no. That's when it's just too much. You feel me? But you know, I know where he's at with it. I know where I'm at with it. I'm just right now at the point where I just got to figure things out for me and my girls and my family. Because right now, you know, my family is in Louisiana and a lot of them aren't capable of doing things to help the situation with my uncle. So I'm like #1 responsible for a lot of this stuff. From filing the missing persons report to speaking with coroners. I've never had to do nothing like this in my life, because what happened was when I filed the missing police report, something got back to my mom that they might have had a body there that was close to the description that was given of my uncle. So my mom couldn't handle that, and she's not technical savvy, so she had to have me call the coroner's office back so I can get their email, so I can email them a picture of my uncle to see if that was his body or not. And then I think one of my aunts went there to ask more questions to see if that was his body, but they didn't have it wasn't a match. So right now, you know, I know a lot of you guys have been, you know, praying for me and my uncle, and I appreciate that so much. Oh my God, that is so helpful. We're just really trying to figure it out. He's been missing since like the 23rd of April, or is it the 30th of April? I think it was the 23rd of April. He visited my grandmother in Louisiana. And ever since then, he's just been ghost. Like, my uncles went to his apartment. They said they saw some things moved around from the last time they went. So it's just some weird stuff going on. I don't want to say too much, but my uncle did live a very heavy street life. So then there's that, you know what I'm saying? So there's no telling what this is going to lead to. But I'm just more so really just trying to be on top of it. You know, I have a friend in New Orleans that I grew up with. He used to be a police officer, but he's a bounty hunter now. He hunts down fugitives and serves them warrants and stuff like that. But basically, I messaged him today, and I, you know, sent him everything that was going on. He said he's gonna look out, you know, because he's always in the city, always in the streets. So he said he's gonna definitely look out. Him and his team are gonna look out as they're serving the warrants and stuff throughout the week and stuff like that. So that was definitely a good look for him to even help, because, you know, that's a service that people would charge for. He told me he would not charge for it. So we're really just trying to get people that's there that can be more hands-on with the situation, because my mom doesn't feel like going there and handing out flyers and stuff like that is going to be effective, because even though the streets of New Orleans do talk, you know, it's certain things in the streets that people are not going to tell you, and that's just cold. Like, they're not going to do that. So knowing the type of history that he has in the streets, us asking certain questions, we might not get those answers. So we just, you know, in order to save time and, you know, not really waste people's time and get people so involved with it like that, and of course making sure everybody is safe, because there's no telling, you know, you ask the wrong question, somebody might try to, you know what I mean? So it's a very touchy, very sensitive situation. All I can do on my end is just, you know, continue to follow up with the police. You know, I've checked every hospital in New Orleans. I have another cousin who was going to check under the name John Doe, because, you know, my uncle, he's been going by different names. So checked every hospital, every jail. I think I have another family member that's checking like homeless places. It's just a lot, y'all. It's a lot. And the reason why it's also a lot is because, you know, this is my grandmother's 3rd child that she'd be losing if something did happen to him. She's already lost 2 of her sons. She has 6 kids. My mom is the only girl. Well, she has 7 children. My mom is the only girl. She has 6 brothers. So this is like one of the youngest brothers. She's already lost 2 of her oldest sons. So this will be like her baby. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot in that. Like, and when and at this time, this just wouldn't have been a good time. Like, there couldn't have been no better time to do a prank like this, to be dragged out this long knowing that I have all this going on. But trust me, he definitely understands that part of it. He can come on here and act like, oh, y'all, nah, bro, you knew you were wrong. You know you were wrong. But I appreciate y'all for getting on him the way y'all did. That was very, I mean, trust me, I did that too, and it was way worse than where y'all coming from. But I really appreciate that too, because sometimes, you know, you do have to hear from other people's perspective. Sometimes you do got to learn your lesson from other people. You do got to feel the pressure of what other people are saying and how it's affected us, how it's affected our channel. At the end of the day, I really don't care. I'm not big on, I mean, yeah, we built a lot on this channel and stuff like that, but I'm not one to be like, oh my God, you did this, we gotta save our channel. I don't, at this point, bro, hey, I have so much going on right now. At this point, I cannot focus on it. I can't. And like I said, it will never be about money for us with YouTube, ever. And not only that, you know, we don't just do YouTube, you know what I'm saying? As far as social media, Phlo's growing on TikTok as well. I'm pretty sure he mentioned that in the last video. We did go viral on there. One of our clips, the Roach clip, got like 11 million. Facebook going crazy. So it's like, it's not like we just need just YouTube. Like, that's never been the thing for us. And we've been trying to tell y'all that. I've been trying to tell a lot of people that since we first started this. It's fun. That's all it was for me. It was fun. You know, eventually, you know, we were starting to bring the girls around to the channel because they like being on the channel, whatever the case may be. But I don't know. I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think, how we should move forward as far as, you know, what kind of videos that y'all want to see. If whatever direction we decide to go in as far as content, you know what I'm saying? Because I always want to keep our content raw and authentic for y'all. I don't ever want anything to come off as, you know, phony or fake or whatever the case may be, especially when we're really being genuine. Because, you know, sometimes it's a lot of people lose credibility because they just play around so much that you don't know what's what. And I don't ever want to be one of those people. So, I mean, just comment below, you guys. I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all's support. I appreciate y'all for sticking up for me. Please go and show Chaz some love as well. Okay, it's time for my daughter's dance practice, so I actually got to wrap this up. But please, you know, show Chaz some love as well. I mean, you guys, I just appreciate y'all. I just can't say that enough. I appreciate y'all so much. And definitely subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 10K, and I want to definitely take that channel to a whole nother level. I just want to just give y'all more content of me and just giving y'all the real raw me, which I've always done on that channel. And yeah, I mean, right now I'm feeling good because I'm talking to you guys about it. I'm actually talking about it. Sometimes when you have so much bottled up inside, it's hard to really move forward. It's hard to function. But I feel like, you know, venting to y'all, venting to, you know, Chaz and stuff like that actually is really, really helping. But I don't know, bro got a lot of making up to do. Between me, her, the fan, he got a lot of making up to do. There's no sorrying your way out of this. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. But other than that, you guys, you know, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not just gonna leave Phlo because he did a stupid prank. You know, he made himself look stupid. I feel like that was enough punishment. I mean, whatever. So I appreciate you guys though so much. Yeah, my camera died, but I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah.